Greg Diaries, yo, what's good, people? Welcome back to the channel. Today, North London derby settings. It's a preview. You know what I had to do? I had to get Nigeria's front man, Arsenal's gunman, man like Kunle. What are you saying?
Oh yeah, now my people, your dark skinned man from the motherland. You didn't know before. Today we gonna understand. Look, we're not talk. I don't hear any talk about international football. I'm scarred. All right, so just allow me put that to the side and let's focus on that club stuff. You get me? Smash the likes if you haven't done already. Like, share, comment, all of that good stuff.
Make
But
sure
yeah,
you're
other
doing
than that,
all of that. And like he said, man, he does not want to talk about the Eagles. No, we're not talking about Crystal Palace. They're just not super no more. So that's what we call them. But onto this weekend, let's just go straight into it. Gabriel is missing. Your top, he's your most biggest attacking threat, but also your best defensive player. How big of an impact is that going to be for you guys going into this game?
do you know what? It's anyone losing a player the caliber of Gabriel, it's going to be a big blow. Let's not try and sugarcoat it on them sides, but it's a lot different to Rob Holding or Kyrgios that we were like, even though Kyrgios did all right last season, that Rob Holding that we had to rely on a couple of years ago, we're relying on with man like Mosquera, who's proven his worth this season. What's his name? Calafiori, who's proven himself this season as well. So I think we've got more than adequate cover. But what it means is, like, I don't know. You see this set piece FC thing. I embrace it. I love it, to be honest, man. I love the rivals hate it. But what gets on my nerves is in those games when we do get them open play chances, we're not clinical. It's just like, it's not like we're not getting none of them. Definitely not at a high speed for sure. I would like to get a higher rate, but we're getting them and we're doing stupidness, which is annoying me. But yeah, Gabriel will be missed to anyone, but we still got enough for these comebacks, man. Come on, Spurs, isn't it?
Do you know what? It's funny when you say that because, set piece FC, we're actually two of the top three teams in the Premier League at set pieces in this game. So I actually expect to see set pieces be a big part to it, but not just corners. Let's be honest, man. Penalties is a massive thing. We're already hearing, Michael Oliver this, Michael Oliver that.
Yeah,
I don't know if
you know how that goes.
You know there's
definitely going to be a penalty in that game. You know there is.
Yeah, definitely. I think no doubt there's going to be a penalty in the game. But, like, are you playing into this referee stuff? Like, because I'll be real, I think it's just silly. You get a referee, all referees are shit. We all know that. Like, there's not a good referee in the Premier League. So I know some people think he has a massive agenda against Arsenal, but do you actually play into that narrative?
Like, my thing, I'm just like you when it comes to this referee thing. But a couple of years ago, George, I won't lie to you, I was getting sucked into the different talks about referee, but you can't win that debate, George. So do you know what? I just said, you know what? If everyone's going to be on this, the referees are shit, beat them without the referee, then I'm here for it. Let's all be on that. So I want it to be considered. I don't want to hear no one whining about referees from Liverpool fans to Brighton fans to City fans, but I don't want anyone to do it. Because if we're not allowed to do it, no one's allowed to do it. What I will always say is, like you said, the English referees are shit. So you can't rely on them for anything. Get it done without them. Even if they do mess you up with one decision, you've scored enough goals to cover it anyway. So that needs to be the energy of everyone. Until they do a whole revamp on referees in the Premier League, we just have to fight it that way, man. Beat them without the ref, innit? It's one of them.
Yeah, facts. I can't even lie. That's where I'm at with it. Like you, maybe a couple of years ago, I might have bought into it. Yeah. Personally, I don't pay too much into the refs. I barely know who's reffing the game until the game's going on, and I'm like, oh, it's that referee. I don't even look at who's refereeing my games. At the end of the day, decisions go wrong regardless. VAR's rubbish regardless. Like, we just got to deal with it. And ultimately, I think the way I look at it from an Arsenal perspective anyway, you guys have done so well so far this season, 8 clean sheets in a row to take it out of the referee's hands. There's no way that the referee could have stopped the game when the team's not scoring against you. They can't take it away from you. So I'm looking at this game and I'm going, I don't want to hear about no referee excuses because this is the best or most complete team in the world, or if not, definitely the Premier League, most people would agree in. The world, I think, is a stretch. But in the Premier League, even I would have said, depth-wise, you probably have... Nah, you guys have the most depth, and that's all we've heard about all summer. So I'm looking at this game. Yes, big injuries. There's Gabriel missing, but You guys have got however many other defenders that you've signed. You've got Mascara that can slide back in there, Calafiori, Hincapié, Lewis Skelly. You've got plenty of players in those positions available. And like we said before, Tottenham, injuries-wise, we're actually in a very good position. Papsar, Bergval, Kolomouani, Dragusin, Davies, Takai, Gray, everyone has trained. Everybody looks like they're going to be back, fresh, ready. And like I say, Kudus, yes, he is going to be one of your worst nightmares in this game, because whether it's Calafiori, whether it's Skelly, nobody can stop this guy on the wing, bro. He is a real 1v1 demon. And I ain't talking about the Madawuki when Don used to use this one. This is a real demon on the wing. And you know, you're making the face, but you know that. You know that better than anyone.
I don't, brother. Has he had a good game against us yet? Has he? Has he had one good game against Arsenal yet? I like up on all his talent.
Not stop you from winning the league.
I'm not talking about Wan-Bissaka was the guy that was bossing that game, man, which is embarrassing enough as it is. But Kudus, nah, bro, he's never showed up to the Emirates before, bro. Where's he gonna start now? Man's not. I ain't scared about no boy.
I don't think you guys can hear Kunle in it. So what that means, and I'm glad it did cut out there, because it's a lot of waffle. I think it cut out where they knew Kunle was gonna start going on a rant, start talking about how his team was doing this, Kudus ain't doing that. The football god stopped him from saying something that he shouldn't be saying at that moment in time. And I'm glad they did. I'm glad they did, because yes, look, let's actually talk about it. What has Kudus done? What will he do? He's the top assist leader in the league so far. He's missed 2 of the big games against Chelsea and Manchester United, the 2 games where Spurs, with their attacking threat, look near to nothing. So when I'm looking at this personally, I'm thinking, bro, there's obviously going to be a massive input and, I suppose, improvement into Tottenham going into this game. Is Kunle back now? Before you cut out, obviously, chat to us again. You were saying Kudus. I personally felt like the football god stopped you before you were going to say something mad, innit? But, like, go on, you can say your piece on Kudus.
Look, this is what I'm like. Unless the chat can correct me if I'm wrong, Kudus ain't ever showed up to the Emirates yet. Upon all his talent, upon all his trickery, I don't think he's got no G at the Emirates so far. If anyone was doing bits at us last time West Ham beat us, it was Wan-Bissaka, which, as I said, it was embarrassing as it is. But Kudus, whether it's Skelly or Calafiori, we got something for you, bro. We got something for you, innit? Like, and I guess he's come back off an injury, so we don't know what Kudus we're getting first game back anyway. So that's going to be interesting to see. But it's Derby day, innit? I know he's more shook than Arsenal are of him.
What? Nah, do you know what? I don't think you've looked, yeah. Spurs away from home this season, unbeaten, the only unbeaten team in the Premier League still. Really strong form. I generally think, like, you know, when we play from a home right now, we're free in a sense of, like, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. So we saw what happened to you, man like Brian Robbery, put a little chink in your armor last week, 96th minute. I'm looking to do the same thing. I think if we can rattle you guys...
You ain't as good as Sunderland, though.
What? You ain't as You know what it is? People watch the 2 games against Man United and Chelsea and go, Spurs can't attack. Yeah, we're not going to attack when we don't have Kudus on the wing and we don't have Odegaard on the wing. You saw what happened when Odegaard come on against Manchester United, ran the game. And you're making that face. You know he ran the game when he come on against United.
Odegaard. That's who we're propping. Odegaard, bro. Is that what we're doing here? Is that how stark it is?
He's a techie guy, bro. He's got something for you, man. And let's definitely not forget, man, like Xavi Money Sleeve Simones, yeah? Xavi Money Sleeve Simones. He's got... Hey, man let the hair down the other day and he scored a goal. I'm saying leave the hair out, have that little freedom. You know, it's like, you know, on the braids, it pulling on a man's scalp. He's thinking too hard. He's making him think too hard. I think get on that pitch, play with some freedom, and you're going to see him just doing his thing in the middle. But talk to me about your number 10, the guy that, let's be real, he's not really looked like he's fitting the team so far. Man like Eza, is he going to play? Where's he starting for you? And chat to me about his performances so far, like.
Brother, let it all work out. Hey, Eze is on what's it called? He's on a movie thing, bro. He's not on what everyone else is on. He's on a movie thing. He's trying to do the fairy tale stuff. Scored his first goal at the Emirates against Crystal Palace. first North London derby. He's probably going to score. Crystal Palace probably going to give him guard of honor last game of the season. You know them one there. That's what my man is on. Do you get me? Eze is on a moment's thing. Let me break down the Eze thing, because a lot of us, because I've been watching him closely, and the biggest difference I've noticed between Eze and Odegaard is Odegaard he's a tempo setter. He sets the pace of the game. He dictates. Whereas Eze is more like he's a finisher. He's an impact player. He's a moments player. So you see him roaming around in the game, and then out of nowhere you just see him having a shot on goal. He's roaming around, then he'll just create a chance for someone. He's that type of guy. Look, I would like him to get more involved in the game, but if you've noticed, in every single game Eze's played for Arsenal, he has at least 2 chances or sets up at least a couple of chances, which is something Odegaard doesn't always do. So, am I overly impressed with his contributions so far? Not overly impressed, but he's fitting in, and he always gets shots. And I like a player that's ready to let off. Eventually, he's gonna go on a purple patch where he scores back-to-back games. You better hope it's the North London derby that wakes him up, because he was playing with you lot in the summer saying, "Ooh, I might come." Hey, Mick, these men are about to pick me up. What are you saying? All right, no, say no more. I'm about to run into a meeting and I'll bring you home, innit? And he brought him home, so he's got to repay that. And you know the fairy tale's continuing on Sunday. You know, and I can see it.
Man, no. Personally, look, I think if you start him in the 10, he might be problematic. It might be a little bit problematic. But we've got Paulinho in there. We've got a real destroyer that's going to make it uncomfortable for him. Yeah, he's the type of guy, studs straight to those ankles. Yeah, people don't like the dirty, but I like it. I love it. He's a dirty player. He's rough and tough. And that's how I think we can beat you guys, because you guys are missing some of those tough characters in the team. You know, you ain't got no Gyökeres up there, and the centre back up top, sort of to bulldoze through people. No Gabriel to, he's the bully in your team. Gabriel's out there bullying, man, all over the pitch. Saliba's like, he's prim and proper, don't really like to get down and dirty. He's one of them, man. Let me do a nice little pass. Let me play through the lines. But when it comes to
the best midfielder in the league, the best midfielder in the league, yeah, at least you know who he is.
And like I say, Bentancur and Paulinho, they're gonna lay it thick on him.
Who?
Yes, Mr. Red Card himself, my South American Sicario. He's got something for him. He might even catch an M charge on the weekend. It gets dark like that, bro. I'm saying one of these, man, I'll go it out for your midfielders. I'll be honest, like, back to Eze though. Are you starting him in the center or are you starting him on the left? Where would you play him?
I think, because as much as I've not been his biggest fan over the last 10 months or so, you got to start Trossard, didn't it? You got to right now. As much as I didn't think he would even be starting games this season, he's repaid the manager's faith, and you got to start him. And unless we have the likes of Odegaard fit, which I'm not 100% sure. I heard some stuff about he's back in training, so I'm not 100%. Unless he's fit enough to start, there's no need to put Eze on that left for now. I don't think there's no need for it. So, but going forward, when Odegaard's back fit, I'd like to see what that looks like, with all of them playing Odegaard in the middle, Eze on the left, Rice and Zubimendi. But you know one thing about Eze, what's protected him a little bit, to be fair, is Zubimendi. I think Zubimendi, how good Zubimendi is, has protected Eze's lack of influence in games, because he's also a tempo setter, Zubimendi, in his own right. So Eze can just do that roaming thing that he does. Mm-hmm. So I would. That's probably our most valuable player.
I think a lot of players have been fortunate that you've had such a good midfield setup. Declan Rice and Zubimendi holding it down, because I generally think even Gyökeres has just been meh. He's been pretty poor in most of the games, but he's getting away with Arsenal's defensive and midfield structure being so good that you don't really give up much chances. So he's just running around the pitch up top, and you guys just like, oh, we just need him to score any goal. I don't care what type of goal it is. But if you man weren't good and he's playing, you'd be looking at this guy like, yo, he's not the player I thought he was.
Yeah, but he's one of the reasons we're good, though, George. I hear what you're saying. But he's one of the reasons we're good, though. Like, bro, that's the facts, bro. You see what happened once he left at halftime at Burnley? The tempo of the game just changed, bro. We looked at all sorts. Not saying Marino can't do the job because man's one of the most informed strikers in the world right now. You know, Mikel Marino and that man there. But it's a different animal when Gyökeres is there. Saka gets more one-on-one opportunities. He occupies space. Yeah, I want to see a game where he had. You see when we played City last season and we won 5-1. Like, let's keep it a buck. Havertz got lucky that he scored that fourth one because we would have been talking about the ones that he missed. He had quite a few chances in that game. I want a game for Gyökeres where he gets that volume of chances and see what he does. Is he going to do the same thing Havertz was on? Is he going to be clinical? I want to see what that looks like because although people like to get onto him, he's not had a lot of clear one-on-one chances. He's been working off scraps, really. And we need to get that game where he's just getting chances where without thinking about it, he can just get in the box and maybe have a tap in or one-on-one with a keeper or something. I need to see more of that before I give my overview on him. I hear what you're saying, George. But until I give my overview on him, I need him to start getting a higher volume of chances to see what he does with them for me to really determine his influence, personally.
I hear it. No, I totally get it. I totally get it. But for me, it's White Lukaku, bro. Let's just keep it about. That's White Lukaku up top, bro. They don't want to hear it, but it's a fact, bro. He plays like him. He's stiff like him. His touch ain't good like him. But people were flaming up Lukaku. They don't want to flame up Gyökeres. That's all I'm saying. Lukaku's a real bad.
Lukaku's got a couple of what's it called, league titles behind him. So whatever it is, bro, man.
No, don't worry. It's a compliment in some way because Lukaku's actually a real goal scorer, isn't it? But Gyökeres is just like a, send him back to the championship where he belongs.
No, give me a couple Premier League titles with that White Lukaku. I don't mind, bro. Let's run it up. Straight.
All right, let's go to it. Who are you most fearful of in the Tottenham team for this game? Like, what is it the setup from Frank? Is it a player, or do you just think it could be the chaos of the North London derby?
Yeah, I think majority is. That's why I can never just completely close my eyes to this fixture. Like, no matter what, it's a North London derby, bro. Like, I've grown up on this. You've grown up on this. We've seen freak results. I remember the last time you won at the Emirates, it was a mad thing anyway. Yeah, we went 2-0 up at halftime and you won 3-2. So crazy things can happen in this fixture. But you did mention one of the people that I'm going to be wary about because I bigged him up before he came to Spurs. I was quite worried when you lot signed Xavi Simons. He hasn't hit the heights that I know he can hit, but sometimes all it takes is a moment, all it takes is a match or a situation that can switch a player. So because his ability-wise, he can win the game on his own, ability-wise. But can Frank play the right setup that suits his game for that game? Is he up for it? How fresh is he after international break? There's so many different variables, but a ticking Xavi Simons in this game is definitely something to worry about for sure. But Thomas Frank as well has got a weird record against us. I think we've won more games against him than he has us, but he's got a weird record against us in certain games, so you can't completely rule it out. But it's like our gap in it. We should get it done. Anything but a win is a loss.
I mean, yeah, in your position, title race, title charge, a draw is a loss at this point. Man City are closing down, and I'm on the thing of we scratch their back, they scratch our back. They gave us a win earlier in the season. We need to help them out so they can, push on into their title push later on this year. But no, do you know what? I do like that you're like the first rival fan that actually has an honest opinion on Xavi because everyone's too, they're too focused on like the cooking. He's not got GA and this side of thing. But if you know the quality of player that you've seen before, you can see everything's there. It's just not clicked so far. Like with Florian Wirtz, isn't it? At one point when it clicks, the quality level of what they can bring is massive. Like it's gonna click eventually. It's just when it does.
Get your licks in now with Xavi and Wirtz because they will get it because they're too talented not to get it. But get your licks in now and hope that thing lasts as long as possible. That was there.
No, 100%. I hear it. So let's hear predictions, innit? You might have hearing. I'm just hearing bare confidence. Hooks was telling me 3-0, easy thing. I'm hearing some Arsenal fans just act like it's going to be an easy game. You're obviously, I think you're going to be more reserved, but what are you saying, scoreline?
Boy, do you know what? Like the injuries changed my scoreline. I'm still for the W, but injuries that make me a bit wary about the scoreline. I think it's going to be closer than people think, because one thing that Frank has made you guys is definitely hard to beat, which has not been the case coming to the Emirates in previous years. But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna with a 2-1 Arsenal still, man. 2-1. I think we go 2-0 up, and then the last 10 minutes you score one to make it a bit of a cagey last 10 minutes. But I'm going 2-1 Arsenal.
I'm gonna go 2-1 Spurs.
No, you're not.
Like you say, very cage game,
not,
tight,
bro.
North London derby. I think. No, do you know what it is for me? Yeah, like you said, I've just seen as well. Calafiori's out. He looks like he's going to be out. He's not trained yet this week. So I'm getting your injuries are giving me confidence that at the back because 2 out of 4 defenders being changed is massive. I don't think people realize that's it messes up like just the structure you have at the back. And I think we can disrupt that structure. So I'm looking at, I'm like, there's something to be got at this game. That Sunderland 95th minute, like it hurts. That's like that's a smash in the mentality. And we always talk about Arsenal's mentality. And I feel like it's a little sign from early. Spurs can make a bigger crack. And then, we leave it to one of the bigger teams to go out
there. You man ain't
really
got bullies like Sunderland. You ain't got bullies in your team, bro. Who are your bullies, bro? You ain't got none.
Paulinho and Bentancur, Romero. We only need them.
But, hey, if you mention that Ben boy again, bro, I'm going to go mad, bro. Bentancur's a bit
forgetting that we have the prison guard, the man penitentiary, waiting for Saka on the left-hand side. He's waiting, bro. He needs a new prisoner. He's got the orange jumpsuit ready for Saka, 007, whatever you want to call it, whatever his number's going to be, it's ready. Yeah?
Who are you talking about? I know it's not Jed Spence you're talking about.
Most definitely.
Oh, my days, blood. Hey, he wants to pray that he doesn't get to play against Saka that night, bro. He needs to pray for that. He needs to pray, Frank, don't do it to me. Don't do it to me because it's going to be long. Saka's scoring, by the way. Saka and Eze scoring the goals, by the way. Remember you heard it first, innit?
All right. We're going to see. We're going to
let it all work out. So 7 o'clock on Sunday, I'm going to send you the tune, bro. Don't worry.
We're going to see. Eze's going to be doing one of them ones. Just the collapse. First North London derby, he lost. He's looking at the team that he should have went to, but we didn't want him anyway because we signed Mr., as I said, man, Xavi Simons, who's definitely of the higher caliber for me. But look, on that note, people, make sure you guys are smashing the likes on the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Is it going to be glory for the Arsenal at the Emirates or Spurs here to crash that title charge? Make sure you guys are all also following Tunnel TV. Most definitely. Are you guys going to be doing the live watch along reactions?
Yeah. The watch along is going to be mad still. Yeah, check it out, man. Check it out. Carnage.
Make sure you people check that out, man. It's going to be a mad one. But big up people, man, for real.